Hello everyone, this is video number 21 and I'm very excited today because in this video I want to share with you 5 advice of the successful people. If you want to become successful in your life, you have to follow all the 5 advice of the successful people. So why you follow, the advice of the successful people? So I want to give one example, real life example is that the one man who have read more than thousands book in his life, and when interviewer ask him to give the success principle to the other people so they also become successful in his life. So an interviewer said that people have not time to read all the thousand book like you, so give any shortcut so people easily apply and become successful in his life. So that people give 1000 success principle to the people. But interviewer again said that people are so busy, they don't have time to read all that thousand success principle and follow in his life. So give any shortcuts in one life, in one line, so people easily follow this the success principle, and they become easily successful in his life. So they said that uh, you know follow the proven steps of the successful people. It means that the successful people have always successful principle. They follow some principle, so they become successful in his life. So that's why they say that follow all the successful the successful principle of the successful people, so you become easily successful in your life. I will give you one more example for your clarification. Is that if you want to prepare delicious food, so what you do, if you prepare without knowing the which recipe to add in that that recipe, so you will not make delicious food. So you have to you have to learn from the successful cook who make delicious food, so you can easily prepare delicious food like that. If you want to become successful in your life, follow the successful advice of the successful people, right? So I think you got more clarification with the help of this example. So now, what is the successful advice of the successful people, right? So now we discuss the advice number one is that always take three decision in your life on the daily basis, right? Problem is that now the average people and the poor people, they don't care about his the time. They think that I have lots of time, so they always procrastinate about his work, right? And then they wake up at 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, depend on when he want to wake up, right? They have not any timetable, they have no any timetable, and they think that they have lots of time, so they always procrastinate about his work. So that's why they never become successful in his life. So if you want to become successful in your life, you have to follow, you have to take decision every day, right? So decision may be your to wake up in the morning and do exercise, read books on the daily basis. This type of is decision you can take, which help you to grow in your life, right? If you read book, you can grow in your life. If you do exercise, your health become better and you grow on the daily basis. So always take decision which help you to grow in your life, right? So we have discussed the advice number one first advice of the successful people. So now we discuss the second advice of the successful people is that you know always follow your dream. So always follow your dream means that the problem is that we and all the average people, poor people, they never follow their dream. They think that they not think that they have they fear from the society, they fear from the failure. They're not taking risk because they think that if I follow my dream, you know I will maybe ruin my life. What the people will say if I fail in my if I follow my dream. So that's why they never take they never follow his dream. So if you see that all the successful people, they follow their dream, they follow their passions, that's why they become successful in his life. So if you want to become successful in your life, you have to follow your dream, right? The problem is that I want to see something that God has given one chance to live our life, and if I not follow our dream, so I think this is useless of our this is useless to born as a human being, right? It is better than to be to born uh, as an animal, because animal are very happy in his life. They eat food, they sleep, that's okay. But as a human being, we have responsibility to achieve our goal, follow our dream, right? So we have discussed the second advice of the successful people. Now we come to the third advice of the successful people, is that always think ahead. Problem is that all the poor people, all the average people, they think for the today only. They think that how can I earn money to survive my life today. If I not earn money today, I'm not the fill my stomach, right? So poor people always think for the today. But the successful people, they always thinking for the 5 year ahead, 10 year ahead. They make goal on the basis of 10-year goals, right? That's why they become successful in his life. So if you want to become successful in your life, always set a goal for 5 year, 10 year, and make plan for ahead, not for today, right? So we have discussed the third advice of the successful people. Now we come to the point to discuss the fourth advice of the successful people, is that always start from the small, but scale it. It means that if you see that all the successful people now, I want to give example that Apple is, when Apple is it started from the garage, right? All his founder started from the garage. But now today, the Apple is the world, the top company in the world. And all that example, other company like the Amazon, Google, all the companies started from the garage. But now in today in date, all they are in the top company of the world. So always start from the small, but scale it. Think think bigger, and scale it, right? So but the problem is that average people, they think that I don't want to do a small thing. They hesitate to do small things, right? They think that what the society will say me if I do a small things. Do you know, my friends, never care about the society, because society will always tell you if you not do anything, and if you do anything. So don't care about the society. If you have dream, if you have goal to achieve your goal, follow your dream. And if you have less resources, don't worry about that. Start from the small, and scale it later, right? So we have discussed the fourth advice of the successful people. Now the last advice of the successful people is that you know, work, your important work do first. It means that problem is that all the people, include me, I will give you my example first. I have taken lots of online courses. So when I start to taking lesson online classes. So I I watch only 5 to 10 videos of online courses, and rest of my time I'm watching video on YouTube, which is useless video. I'm scrolling Facebook. I'm scrolling the Instagram. So I always procrastinate about my the course. I think that I have lots of time to complete my course. So I always procrastinate my work. So but the successful people, giving you advice that if your important work is that, so do first, right? So I want to give you one more example, so you, for your better clarification. So before some day ago, I have read one book that eat that frog first. So this is the title of book, right? So author say that if I give you a frog, right? from I give you frog in your plate. So when you eat first, or you eat in